If you're LGBTQ, queer, trans, you have most likely read, heard, or been told to your face there's something wrong with you, that you shouldn't exist, that you're a disruption to the social order, that you're going to fuck things up in the world. Well, let me make something perfectly clear. These are all false claims. Not a single one of these statements or claims against LGBTQ plus people are true or factual. None of the predicted harms against society or children have ever come true. This idea was inspired by one of the final pages of a book I just finished reading, Forging Queer Leaders, How the LGBTQIA plus community creates impact from adversity, by Bree Fram and Liz Cavallaro. I want to read a quote from one of the people that they interviewed because it really speaks to this conundrum. And what I hope to leave you with is not just this awareness of truth and perception, but a more simple way of approaching those who say there's A, something wrong with us, or B, we're somehow going to mess up the social order. Or that somewhere something says we are not supposed to exist. So I'll read the quote in full, so don't mind my eyes moving about reading. Every time someone lends some weird, unfounded accusation or prediction of what it's going to be like to allow LGBTQ people to exist in public, they've been wrong. Every single time. All the predictions about what would happen if we allowed gay marriage, if we allowed gays in the military, if we allowed trans people in the military. Just a note, reading the quote. This book is situated in the United States by two authors who are either former military or do a lot of work with the military. Returning to the quote. Every prediction made by the church has been wrong. The world is still moving. The country is still here. Nothing has happened. They've been wrong, and guess what? We still allow them to make it. We still give it credence, and we still allow people to debate us on national television. And none of the media or even our politicians have called it out. They haven't said, you have been wrong. It's false. It's made up. We aren't doing that forcibly enough, and we continue to allow them to have a stage where those things are viewed as true. And the only way that we are going to win is for us to start telling people that they've been wrong. End quote. Two things. Stop apologizing. End your silence. Don't argue. You are wrong, is all you have to say. Nothing you're saying is true, is all you have to say. None of what you predicted about the breakdown of society or marriage is true, is all you have to say. Turn around on your heels and sashay a fucking way. Okay? This quote really wrapped up this book for me and just also hit home something so important. Regardless, I'm Canadian, of whether or not you like or liked Justin Trudeau as our former Prime Minister, the one thing he did for LGBTQ people is he stood up in Canadian Parliament, and this is contrary to what this quotation is because it's referencing the United States and politicians there and other leaders. He stood up and said, there's nothing wrong with you. You are all human. You deserve equality, respect, and dignity. That's something very important about who we are as Canadians, who I am as a Canadian, is seeing the importance of respect and diversity. And it is something that I may have to be speaking much more about now that Pierre Poilievre was reelected to get a seat so he can again be in Parliament come the fall and lead the official opposition, the Conservative Party, against the sitting Liberal Party. Be that as it may, I want to wrap up this message because I don't think there's much more important to say other than listen to this video again. Watch this video again. Really listen to the emphasis I put on the different parts. We aren't doing that forcefully enough, saying that people who are saying we are going to end society as we know it. We're not forcibly enough saying, no, you are wrong. Every time we allow someone onto a TV show, a podcast, to give them the opportunity to debate the right for LGBTQ people to exist, the opportunity for LGBTQ plus people to have equal rights, the freedom for LGBTQ people to make their own decisions about bodily autonomy, means that we're just opening the door for every other kind of prejudice to grow. From misogyny, from disallowing women to have a choice over their body and whether or not they want to carry a child to term, freedom for women to be equal to men in that binary construct. I share this as a leader, as a thinking leader, as a queer leader, that we need to look at what has been happening through a different lens. And sometimes it doesn't have to be complex. Sometimes we just have to say no.